Hey everyone, welcome back to the RPGames YouTube channel. My name is Ralph, this is Pathfinder Kingmaker. We are on our way to the Southern Barrens for Kalikke's fight with a Soul Eater, I guess. And we'll see what this devil, Kalikke's father, is going to do. Quite curious. So let's head into the Southern Barrens. And before I forget, drop a like on the video please, or a comment, and a comment. Really helps out with the algorithm. I appreciate all the support. Thank you very much for that. Let's look for devils and soul eaters. Oh, there is the devil. You! Kalikke folds her arms on her chest and glares at the devil. How rude, girl. I thought you were old enough to understand what little meaning there is in such labels as good and evil. Didn't the evil devil help you and your sister? Didn't the followers of the good goddess despise you? Anyway, now is not the time for long conversations. I promised you a chance to get rid of the Soul Eater once and for all, without any fuss. That time is now. Is that a Soul Eater? Uh-oh, I think they're gonna be Soul Eater foods. The sweet teeth! No, no! Why so upset, my dear? I used my mastery of illusions to fool the slow-witted Soul Eater. It will get its victim, 3 of them in fact, and it will believe that it captured and killed Khaenri'ah. Then it will leave, and your problem is solved. Please, Grand Blackforge, we have to save them. What if we summon Khaenri'ah? The creature will be drawn to her and will be able to kill it, but then my sister, oh Nettis, I don't know what to do. Follow your heart, of course. Isn't that the sort of trite wisdom you all love to repeat? I can't put the lives of the sweet teeth above Khaenri'ah's, or vice versa. Let it be decided by combat. Come with me. Alright then, let's hurry.
Let's finish them quick.
Do something, yes, we're working on it. Oh shit. Well, they're going down at least. The sweet teeth, you're alive! I was so scared. Kalikke steps forward to embrace her friends, but then stops and turns to the forefather, clenching her fists. Leave us alone, go away now, we aren't afraid of your little plots, you see. What plots, silly child? I only saved your sister. Do you really not give her a moment's thought? Yes, I almost dragged Khaenri'ah into this bloodbath without even asking her. But it was Grand Blackforge who stopped me, while you seem to have been waiting for a chance to push me into the abyss. You sound so confident, but what does Khaenri'ah think of this? Let's ask her. So, what did I miss? Could someone explain to us what's going on? Anyone at all? The forefather wanted to feed the sweet teeth to the Soul Eater, supposedly to help ya, but we interfered. Really? I'm amazed that it didn't occur to Kalikke to summon me as bait for the Soul Eater. My sister seems to be growing more mature. I'm almost ready to believe she's not a silly little fool. An amazing agreement and in a way, a reconciliation. I expected a more emotional reaction, but it doesn't matter. What does matter is that my little play was a success. I hope it will help spare my darling girls from the strictures imposed on them by their divine patron. So that's what this was all about. Obviously, it would be madness and short-sighted to argue with the Herald of Nettis himself, but it would be pathetic to do nothing. You see, girl, and you, Gran Blackforge, my offspring is a valuable investment in this world, and I wish to secure my interests. For ages I've reaped souls as a sickle reaps grain, turning even the most loyal followers from their service to the almighty gods. And I imagine that all-seeing Nettis decided to make a joke of me by taking the 2 souls that are mine by right. But everything will work out just fine. Soon enough I will reclaim what has been taken from me. We are not your property. In your case, the matter must still be discussed, but in Kanara's case, the situation is quite clear. She made a contract with me for a lifetime of service, and she's the only one who thinks a formal death followed by a resurrection can spare her from her contract. But in any case, it's not up to you to decide your fate. Why did you plot all this for, father? What's in all this for you? To secure a valuable investment, of course. The mindless monster from Abaddon and hunting Kanara was standing in my way, and I had to get rid of it. But there's more, of course. What kind of a devil makes plans without some sinister ulterior motive? I cannot hope to oppose Nettis, who has taken my girls under his wing. But I can drive them to break the god's conditions, and thus lose his patronage. And I have succeeded. First I lured them to these lands with the Disc of the Eclipse, then I made them reveal themselves to everyone present. Kalikke just couldn't stay and watch her precious sweetie die, could she? To protect them she only needed to bring Kanara right before everyone's eyes. In any case, their vow of secrecy has been broken. Now we only deal with the second condition, and then I may receive what has been taken. Your treatment of Kanara and Kalikke as your property is unacceptable. I'm sorry, but I began their story and I will be the one to finish it. Just you wait. Soon enough I will take another turn in this game. I see. Oh. There's loot. Yeah, don't hurry, Gran. We have plenty of time. Ooh, we found ale. Okay, well, the king loves some ale. What else is there? There's potatoes. I knew it. I knew these tieflings would hide potatoes from me. Alright, Kalikke.
So
okay, we need to talk to them separately, I guess. So let's head back, or, well, we're gonna head further on. Here we are in the Valley of the Dead. There is a happy rabbit, and there is Tanika. Who is Tanika? The woman seems incredibly old and haggard. It's hard to believe she can move at all, let alone reach such wild places, but her dark eyes burn with a cold flame. Why do you disturb a poor pilgrim? I live perhaps my final days. She suddenly trails off upon casting her eyes upon Jaethal. Has Urgatoa heard my pleas? I've been waiting for so long. You may call me Jaethal. You guessed correctly, we serve the same goddess. In case you are unaware, a servant of Pharasma is chasing you. We could help you, but first I would know who you are and how you might prove yourself useful. I'm not surprised. The servants of Pharasma have chased me for nearly 40 years. My name is Tanika. What do you want to know? Oh, Arya. What do you want from us? This cannot be explained in one breath. Long ago I was a powerful priestess of Urgatoa, the leader of a secret coven. I had everything: power, beauty, wealth, admirers, ready to sacrifice their lives for me. I possessed the secret of Urgatoa's ritual, which grants the power to overcome death and old age. It demands the life of blood relatives as a payment, but what of that? I had given birth to 2 adorable daughters and raised them in anticipation of the day when their youth and beauty would become mine. Wow, okay. But I was naive and overconfident of my power. I met an enemy who destroyed me and all my hopes of a second youth. But why would you care about the grief of a dying old woman? I still know the secret of the ritual, and I can share it with you, O beautiful Jaethal. The ritual will grant you immense power. You can even become a living being again if that is your wish. All I ask in return is that you prolong my life, raise me as undead. The other roads to eternity are closed to me, but I do not wish to die. This offer sounds tempting. What do you say, Grand Blackforge? I need to decide this. Why don't you decide this yourself, Jaethal? Oh boy. Wait, tell me more about what happened to you. My ritual demands the victim be properly prepared. Some time ago I took my daughters to the Coven's underground hall and lulled them into a magical sleep that was to last many months. However, I did not consider that the father of one of the girls, also an adept of Urgatoa, would put the life of his child above his passion for me, and all that we believed in and lived for. The fool secretly went to beg for help, and where? The Temple of Pharasma, no less. What a loser. The Lady of Graves is not highly revered in our country. Only 2 old priestesses lived at her temple. But when they learned that a secret coven of Urgatoa operated in the city, they called their Inquisitor for help. I remember him clearly, so young and proud. A half-elf of rare beauty, thick brown hair and a gaze that burned with a certainty that he was his goddess' favorite weapon. He broke into the hall while I was preparing the ritual. We fought, the Coven of Urgatoa against the Pharasma's Inquisitor, and 2 companions. Everyone died that evening except the 2 of us, but no matter how self-confident the young Inquisitor was, he could not defeat me. I remember the moment he realized it. I read it on his face when he lost his confidence for the first time, and then he rushed to my daughters, still lying in slumber, and killed both in an instant. Then he turned to me and said, "No way out." And that was that. Were his mocking words a curse or just a guess? I do not know, but they bore the fruit of truth. No way out. My coven died and my secrets were revealed. I had to flee to hide from the Pharasmites in the backwoods down the rat hole, denying myself my usual luxuries. Without my daughters I could no longer prolong my life and youth. Year after year I tried in vain to conceive a child. Year passed after year in desperate attempts, flights and hardship. My beauty and strength melted away and I became a miserable, exhausted old woman. Jaethal's gift is now my only hope of escape from death. You want Jaethal to kill you and raise you as undead, and in return you offer her the secret of a ritual? I do not think killing me is necessary, only the pathetic remnants of my former strength support my body. I need only loosen my grip and my end will come swiftly. Yes, in exchange I offer a priceless secret. Can be used in many ways to grant new powers or even a new life. What do you know about Jaethal? Why are you seeking our help? How could I not recognize the one chosen by the goddess? Her power in you shines like the full moon on a black velvet sky. I know that she can do many things, including sharing her gift with others. And what are you doing in the Valley of the Dead? I came here sensing the awakening of an ancient and powerful undead creature, hoping perhaps I could somehow scoop up a handful of his incredible power, turn myself undead and slip away from death, but it seems I'm too late. So I do have to make the decision. Oh man. I'm listening. Despite her detached composure, the undead elf looks at you with tension in her eyes. She lowers her voice to a whisper. We might accept this offer, then change the agreement after I possess the secret of the ritual. Knowledge is knowledge. Agree and receive the secret. Then I will decide if we should use it or not. Tanika looks at you with insane hope in her eyes. Then with a trembling hand she pulls a large scroll from somewhere under the rocks and hands it to Jaethal. I almost did not expect. I yearn to know that I have endless years ahead instead of an imminent end. Give me this chance, sister, and be blessed by our goddess. Tanika's eyes slowly fade as her life force leaves her decrepit body. A moment later, the woman falls heavily to the ground. Dead. Dun dun dun. Oh, she did fall heavily. Jaethal looks at the corpse with disgust. Now I propose we leave this carrion to the ravens. This pathetic, weak, ugly creature was unworthy of Urgatoa, and even more unworthy of her gift of unlife. Lies and pride, that's all you are and all you will ever be, Jaethal. Don't think yourself anymore. We had an agreement. No matter how vicious a creature this woman might be, the word given to her is as valuable as the word given to the most righteous people. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna stay neutral here. We've made a deal, Jaethal. Whether you like it or not, its conditions must be fulfilled. Cannot disobey the one who holds so much power in his hands, even if I'm disgusted with what needs to be done. Oh. Who is... Oh, Enneo, okay. The false merchant Enneo walks towards you with an easy gait. His calm friendliness has disappeared, like a mask fallen from his face. His clothes are decorated with the easily distinguishable symbol of Pharasma. I hope you've settled all your affairs with the poor old exile. It was an interesting show to watch. The undead priestess tightens like a predator, preparing to strike you. So many years later and you come to me again. Why are you here? Why stand once more between me and immortality? Time to explain yourself, Enneo. I don't have much to add beyond what I'm sure you already know. I'm the Inquisitor of Pharasma, and for almost 40 years I've hunted the undead and cultists of Urgatoa for the glory of the Lady of Graves. I destroyed Tanika's coven. I tracked Jaethal into the wasteland and killed her, only to find that her hideous deity returned her to life. To put an end to that, I made use of a company of naive young elves from a camp near the Torn River. What a stunning frankness. Did you imagine, Half-Blood, that those youngsters could handle me and the king? Don't be so naive, Inquisitor. I held no hope that the young elves would kill either you or your defender. No, I wanted you, rather, to kill them. And I did all I could to inform their relatives of Keonin of the horrible violence you perpetrated. Retribution will follow, sooner or later. One lonely warrior of Pharasma may fail, but 3 elven clans will find a way to exact their revenge. There's no way out, Jaethal. Not for you. So you deliberately sent the elves to their deaths? They weren't undead. What grudge did you hold with them? They were a necessary tool to complete my mission. In my youth, I thought the best decision was a bold, honest battle against apostats and monsters. But I learned much from my struggle against Tannika. There's nothing worse than seeing an abomination rise before you and being powerless to strike it down. One must use any method available. Nothing can justify the blood on your hands and the stain of your consciousness or conscience. The law is strict, but it should not take innocent lives to punish the guilty. Why did you kill Tannika's daughters? They were necessary for her disgusting ritual, and their death was my only chance to prevent it. Do not forget who I serve, their honest deaths, and their soul's journey to Pharasma's judgment was a far better fate than their mother had prepared for them. Did you track down Jaethal right after her expulsion from Keonan? Immediately after the trial. I was born in Keonan and often visited. It's uncommon for high society ladies to perform ritual murders for the glory of the Dark Goddess, so the news quickly reached my native Green Gold, and soon came to me. When later the elves sentenced her to exile, rather than the usual life imprisonment, well, how could I stay away? That's all well and good, but why did you come here now? I wanted to talk to you, King. My hunt for Jaethal is the greatest work of my life. She is the living example of the hideous essence of the cult of Urgatoa, the distortion of the world order and the triumph of the evil intentions of her vile deity. Even if I die today, this story will end the way I intended, but you can still change your role in it, Grand Blackforge. You've been playing games for too long, Zealot. I've heard this so many times, even among the priests of Pharasma. There are many who think my fate is insane and my methods cruel and excessive. That is the fate of the Inquisitor. Loneliness. The dead one's scum, of course, but at least she's our scum. And she always helps in fights. I don't like this other guy at all. He lied to us, told us tales. So let him beat it. Jaethal's been dead for a long time. A dead heart and a dead soul. Let Pharasma's Inquisitor commit his judgment. The world will sigh with relief. Oh boy. So if I go completely neutral now, I'm losing Jaethal? I don't want to lose Jaethal. Jaethal is pretty cool in a fight. So let's go lawful neutral. Jaethal has served me well. I cannot allow you to kill her. Well, I shall risk immortality for your death, Pharasmite. Everything will proceed as I have planned, with or without me. Okay.
I grant you death.
Taste my fury.
Well, I'm doing quite good. I'm fighting with the Order of Shaelin. I'm fighting with Pharasma now. Is there any good deities that still like me? I'm guessing Era still likes me. I hope. So yeah, on the way here we got this notice that we're losing loyalty because of Linxia, so I'm gonna head over to her location now and talk to her, see what's going on there. Okay, we are at the Secluded Lodge. King, how did you get here? Who told you about this place? I demand answers. Oh, really? Tell me more about the investigation. We've interrogated the capital's population, but no one proved to have any solid clues. Now we move our investigation to the neighboring villages. I'll find Darwin, whatever it takes. Today, tomorrow, in a week, or in a year, he won't escape me. But you never answered my question. How did you get here? Darwin told me where to look for you. What? How did this happen? When? Where does he know? I don't have to explain anything to you. Oh no, you won't avoid that question so easily. Hellknights, to battle! Oh shit. Oh, that's Darwin. Great job, my friend. I doubt anyone else could have managed to distract Lingxia for so long. Now all that's left is to finish her off. Treason! To battle, Hellknights! Keep Darwin alive and kill all the rest! And we are making enemies left and right.
Chance.
Oh!
No strength wasted.
Well, I guess everyone went down. What now? Yeah, we defeated the Hellknights. At least we're gonna get some decent equipment from that, I guess. But, yeah. I don't like being used in the way that I was used here. So this Darwin better have a damn good explanation. I thank you for your help. Without you, I'd have never been able to deal with this fanatic. I hope you'll forgive me for the little show I took the liberty of putting on. After all, the results weren't bad, wouldn't you agree? No, I don't agree. Anyhow, it seems I owe you an explanation. Again, that's beginning to become a habit. But before I forget, please accept this modest reward. You've earned every bit of it. Yes, set me up. Now Lingxia thinks we're accomplices. I regret if I've caused you any discomfort. I hope that the sound of golden coins jingling in your purse will help you forget this unfortunate episode. I cannot say which is worse, the lies and manipulation or the sincere belief that the righteous wrath they caused can be bought off. Explain yourself then, I'm listening. You do remember the whole story I told you earlier, right? About the duel with the Chalish noble and the rebellion which followed his death? You see, that whole story has one little additional piece. Well, not so little to be precise. His name is Mammon. And he's one of the archdevils, the Ardent Prince, or so I've been told. He's made a pact with me, and I'm having trouble upholding my side of the bargain, and his patience is growing thinner by the day. The Archdevil Mammon is Hell's accountant and treasurer. He rules over the lightless realm of Erebus, and is generally worshipped by greedy and corrupt mortals. His unholy symbol is an azure coin with the heads of Mammon stamped on it. Yeah, that's pretty funny actually, because I'm running a tabletop Call of Cthulhu role-playing game with just one player and one GM. And that player made a deal with Mammon, and now Mammon is hunting her down, and it's a really cool campaign actually. Very funny to see his name pop up here. I guess he's haunting me in all my games. Oh no. That Chelish noble had a pact with Mammon too, which I expect is commonplace for the Chelish nobility, and the noble was in no hurry to fulfill his end of the deal either. By killing him, I earned Mammon's gratitude, and he offered me a similar pact, a handsome sum of gold and my cherished dream come true. That's what he promised, so how could I say no? What was the point of your pact with Mammon? I'm to become a king, no more, no less. The subjects of my kingdom are supposed to worship Mammon as their official deity and pay taxes to his temples. It's not so difficult a task, I suppose, especially if you have enough money. The only problem is Linxia. The moment I lay my kingdom's first cornerstone, I'll become an easy target. She'll instantly find me and promptly introduce me to all her torture devices. However, I fear that soon I'll have to take the risk and establish my kingdom nevertheless. Mammon is growing restless, and in the end I'd rather risk facing Linxia than challenging him. So this means you want to become a king? Oh yes, it was my dream ever since I was sailing the inner sea as a part of the Toldorian merchant fleet. I even came up with a name of my kingdom. Brineheart. Ah, fond memories of those careless times, when I had neither crazy zealots nor offended archdevils chasing me. What do you want from me? Help me get rid of Linxia once and for all. Of course your help will be amply rewarded. I can be very grateful. I've heard enough. So what do you say? Will you accept my offer? No dude, I want you to get out of my sight. Get out of my kingdom at once. Don't let me catch you around here again. Things are unfolding in a most regrettable way. I should have offered him more money. Oh boy. We're back in the capital, as you can tell. A new day and a fresh victory, Your Highness. Another attack has been repelled and your grateful subjects have a special reward for you. 40,000 gold. Whoop whoop. It was you who was behind the attacks, wasn't it? But why? Yes, at least to a certain extent. My lady, Nyrissa, ordered me to open the way for creatures from the First World. I've often traveled between worlds, so it was not a difficult thing to do. Golarion is closely connected to the First World. Spontaneous portals between the two worlds are not uncommon. All I did was give one such portal some extra stability. Once every few months it opened wide enough to allow Narissa's creatures to come charging through. What I did was terrible. People were dying all the time because of me, and I could do nothing but warn them of the next attack. I mourn the losses every day. My only hope is that one day I will be able to make up for these evil acts. In any case, I doubt that Tristian's repentance will somehow prevent the next attack. The attacks will continue. As with the ever-blooming flower, I only helped Nyrissa open a portal from the First World to Golarion. I'm not the one leading her armies. Tristian, I will help you earn forgiveness. Together we will defeat Nyrissa. I don't deserve your help, but as Sarenrae is my witness, I am eternally grateful to you. We will prepare for the next attack. Doesn't matter who's behind it, we won't let them win. I am sure of it, your kingdom is far stronger than your enemies imagine, as you remind them from time to time. Arlene has another gift, a prowling cheetah. Okay. Sounds great. And Bokken has some potions for me. There you go. Thank you very much, Bokken. Sorry I still didn't find your books. Dragon. The Warhammer of Hatred. Oh yeah, that sounds like a gift for me. Well, there's plenty of gifts this month. The Carefree Hunter. Thank you, Shiny-Headed Tulip. Are we done? We're done. Okay, we can take a look at our kingdom now. We have spoken to those people, so we have dealt with the Order of Prisms and their attempts to slander me. Okay. Lynxia ceases interrogating your people. Alright. We didn't assign an advisor to the opportunity here. There's a couple of more opportunities where we didn't assign an advisor, unfortunately. Whoop. Aha! Octavia. Many forces were at play during the battle for the Oculus of Abandon. But we learned that in order to curse someone, one has to know their true essence, the thing that defines their being. Without this, the curse will have much less power over its victim. This research has increased our understanding of arcane magic. Arcane +5. The Eldori mentors have arrived in the kingdom. They use their knowledge and techniques to improve military education in our lands. Very good. There is some more. An opportunity and another opportunity. Okay. A druid from the lands of the Linerum Kings is offering to perform a bloody ritual called the Braided Man, which involves a human sacrifice. The ritual promises to grant a bountiful harvest, but is it ethical to burn someone to ashes for the sake of an abundant harvest? I'm sure Harem doesn't mind. An invitation to a celebrated folk festival was delivered to the castle. Okay, that could be taken on by Valerie. We can rank up the counselor and the general. But we also still need to rank up the Magister. The Helping Hand provides the counselor with a +2 bonus when resolving situations. Yeah, okay. And one other. Defenders of the Land 2, +1 morale bonus to attack and damage rolls while fighting within claimed regions. Okay. So we could claim Glenebon. We should let Regongar take care of that. Let's put Harem on this Braided Man quest, and then send Valerie to deal with that ancient tradition. That's fine. Do we have someone left? I think we have our Magister that we could rank up. Maybe I should do that first, and then let's see, and then claim Glenebon. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's see. But I need Regongar. 30 days, yeah, I need Regongar. Although I could have Harem claim as well. So I might put Regongar on something else. Let's see. Kingdom Defense. That's Ekundayo. Lost Dwarven Knowledge is something that that takes 45 days. That's a long time. Defenders of the Land is only 14 days. Yeah, let's put Rigongar on this one. And then rank up our Magister. And then hopefully unlock our Spy, because we still have not unlocked one position yet. Arcane has reached rank 2, thanks to the Magister and the King. The use of magic in the kingdom has reached new heights. A triumph! The warden set up an ambush. He ordered a trade caravan to take a road that winds along the edge of the forest and hit 2 squads of archers amongst the trees. The harpies didn't stand a chance. As soon as they attacked, the archers took them all down. Well done, Ekundayo. Stability +3. Another triumph, very nice. The king's envoy managed to do the impossible. The families not only made peace, but together started restoring order in the city. Community -3, but loyalty +6 and relations +3. The treasurer failed to come to an agreement with the ambassador. Okay, that's a pity, but no negative effects. Another triumph, damn. The curator staged a show where the mage summoned monsters in special cages and then sent them back to their home planes in a snap. The peasants were so impressed that they asked the mage for more shows, culture +4. The advisor found the offer unacceptable and the druid was driven from the country. But not every subject approves of this decision. Okay, I can live with that. The region attended the folk festival and paid tribute to tradition. Okay. And then our project is complete. Oh wow, and we didn't get a whole bunch of new things. The Magister asks for an audience. Okay, so we need... Let's head into the throne room real quickly. A messenger from a distant village has arrived. Something strange is happening there. It would appear that some wizard is fooling around. The locals have never met any wizards, but one of them found a strange charm from the swamps not long ago. He showed it to the whole village and bragged of his luck. The lucky fellow now completely refuses to allow anyone to examine the charm, so no one has been able to discover if it's the reason behind the disorder in the village. He's within his rights, he found it, and it's his property. Besides, the magical interference so far has been harmless. No one has yet been hurt. I find the locals are simply scared and nothing more. Let's not make something out of it. Leave the charm to the person who found it. Otherwise, we'll set an example for other squealers and be buried under an avalanche of anonymous letters. It's only one little trinket. What's the worst that could happen? Why don't you buy the charm and give it to the appraiser? Well, I suppose that's a reasonable solution. You would probably sell the charm anyway, so this is a win-win solution. Okay, so yeah, we can rank up once more. So there is actually no events. That's a bit odd in my opinion. Maybe that's one more day before they pop up. Let's see, what can we do? That's 20 days. So the Lost Dwarven Knowledge, I think I want to send the storyteller to that one. That is fine. The Curses, that's again 45 days. Do we want to miss our Magister for so long? Yeah, I guess it's okay. 60 days even. Another 45 days, another 45 days. But the bonuses are going up. Let's see. Let's have Octavia research the defaced sisters. Sounds good. Should we put harem on a curse as well? That is 60 days. Is there one that is less days? I think 45 is the let's send him to the Hanvaki family curse. And then have Regungar claim Glenebon. Your kingdom has expanded, it now includes Glenebon. That is a big region. Damn, that is a big part. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna have to set up a settlement over there. Let's see what's going on here. So our Brevin partners are helping us, our help use with any problems and opportunities that arise in the border regions. Okay, relations plus 10, that's good. So, that's an opportunity. Let's check the problems first. Fey magic. So we could send Tristian to that. Devastating raids, okay. Okay, so Tristian goes to deal with the Fey magic, that is fine. Then a temple for the people, that could be done by Jubilost as well. A noble in trouble, that's Regungar. Testimony of loyalty could be Ekundayo. Every little bit helps. So this temple, let's wait with that temple. A noble in trouble, let's send Regungar to deal with that. The leisure boat of a noblewoman from Burvoy ran to ground on a sandbank in the river. The foreign guest requests aid from her ruler. Yep. I'm guessing Regungar is gonna jump onto the sandbank, grab this noblewoman, put her over his shoulder, and then just run her back all the way to Burvoy. Probably what is gonna happen. People have begun to disappear from the area. Today, one of the missing was found in the forest. She'd escaped a gang of half-orc slavers from the hold of Belkson. Their roving camp must be tracked down and wiped out. Okay, let's send Valerie on some devastating raids, or to deal with devastating raids. The citizens wish to express their appreciation for their ruler and protector. So let's have Ekundayo organize a presentation of gifts. Yeah, that sounds right up his alley. Every little bit helps. The citizens are concerned about their safety. They wish to raise funds to build fortifications around their villages. Yeah, I know someone who is going to make a lot of money. There we go. Aggressive expansion allows for faster region claims and upgrades, reducing the time required by half. Oh wow. And Lindsay could take care of that. How long is that? 14 days. Okay, Lindsay, have fun. Let's be aggressive. Right. What else can we do? We need to put together a new location, I guess. How about over here? That's still next to a river. Founding a new settlement. What are we gonna call it though? We're gonna call it Shanana. Let's make that a double N there. It's another friend that I was talking about earlier, the one with the Call of Cthulhu character. And this is a mix of her name and her character's name. So let's build Shanana. There we go. Let's build some stuff here. Start with a pier, that's always good. A wall is always welcome. Let's see, what else? Oh, there is a teleportation circle that's possible. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that is super handy actually, these teleportation circles. Just to move from one place to the next. Yeah, that is super handy. Let's see, we need a longhouse. That is for certain. We are gonna need a barracks. Barracks adjacent to the longhouse and a tavern. Tavern adjacent to the barracks. Yes, so we're gonna put the tavern over there. We're gonna put the barracks over there. Gonna put a teleportation circle on the other side of the river there. And let's wait a moment with the rest, because we probably are gonna meet the artisans first, I'm assuming. So let's keep that, or should we build the rest as well? The herbalist house, adjacent to a shrine. A school, one adjacent to the barracks, +1 military. That's the barracks, so let's put the school on this side. We could have 2 shops over there, that's fine. A smithy, one adjacent to a shop, so let's put the smithy over here. And then what else do we need? We're gonna wait with the shops. A brewery we could use. Sure, let's put a brewery over here. And put a school on that side, and then we still have 2 spots for shops. Yeah, that sounds good. Grand Blackforge, not all diplomatic problems are solved openly. Sometimes a problem needs to be concealed, and sometimes knowledge must be ciphered and secrets overheard. To do this, you should need a spy chief. I'm not fit for the job. I'm used to speaking my mind, not keeping silent. Please find a worthy minister for this position, and meanwhile I will try to handle today's delicate matter. There's a guard detail from 7 archers at the border. They were sent by the Voice of the Wind, one of the elder druids who rule 7 archers, a diplomat and chief scout. Their guard keeps insisting there is an elf hiding in our lands, a fugitive who slipped out of their city. They asked us to help capture him, or at least not to hinder their search, but in 7 archers they'll say an elf is a criminal, when they really mean he's a hindrance. Since it wasn't us who sentenced him, why should we assume that he's the villain? Would be better if we find him and help him get back home to Keonin. Tell me about the conflict between 7 archers and Keonin. 7 archers are built on a spot that is sacred to elves. The elves fled from there once, and druids, the oak stewards, have ruled there ever since. The elves of Keonin would like to return their shrine, or at least be granted access to it, but druids are wary of Keonin and feel hostile to any elves on their territory. Make sure the elf reaches Keonin. Helping him get home is the nice thing to do. I'll make sure we find the elf and get him back home safely. I'm sure Keonin will appreciate the friendly act. They might even send a letter of gratitude along with some ancient magical books. Oh, I should stop daydreaming. Well, if they forget about Jaethal being here, then that's fine too. There is a gift from Sherelle, a thaumaturgist's cloak. Okay. Oh, and about Morhalan, I reported his crimes to the guards. However, someone must have warned him. He escaped. He has eyes and ears everywhere. I'm afraid your personal warden is the only one who can find him. I pray to Torak not to let him make more mischief before the guards find him, and I pray you don't let him go unpunished. Okay, so that means that we have unlocked a new advisor. So let's see. Who can we make our spy? A Kundayu would make the best spy. Unfortunately, he also makes the best warden. Jubilost. Well, I mean, a bloodthirsty and cruel spy striking terror in the hearts of our enemies. That's the perfect attitude for a spy, right? I would say so. There we go. Hunting for Morhalan. Carry out the investigation of the mysterious disappearance of a craftsman from the capital accused of murdering intelligent lizard folk for money. The guards sent after him will discover Morhalan's whereabouts and then let the king personally confront the villain. Yeah, we're gonna need to do that when one of those people is back. Regent claims and upgrades cost 50% less. Okay, that's also very nice. We can rank up the diplomat. Is there any events? Yeah, that one we cannot do. Let's figure that out when I return for a new episode. If you've enjoyed that, by all means hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along, and I will see you in the next episode.